News, it's happening. See what is happening even right about now. Ghana reacts to David extradition claim. Remember David, our brother, who put out a statement saying if anything happens to him, Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu should be held responsible of what all that Tinubu has done and what is going on currently right now. It says, that Tinubu's government is looking for every way, humanly speaking, possible to ensure that he's extradited back to Nigeria. They are trying to do everything humanly speaking possible. Okay, so this is what is going on right now, and every single person must ensure that we do everything, to put us back in the right place. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. Ghana reacts to David extradition claim. Mr. David is currently a refugee in Ghana, where he fled for safety due to alleged political persecution by the Nigerian government. The Ghanaian government has reacted to claim by Nigerian journalist David that the Nigerian government was putting pressure on Ghanaians' authority to extradite him to Nigeria. Mr. David is currently seeking refuge in their country, where he fled to as a result of political persecution by the Nigerian government for criticizing and exposing very serious matters. The journalist fled Nigeria back in 2020, and following his application in 2021, the Ghana Refugee Board wrote him on 13th May 2022 to say it has determined he was a person qualified to be recognized as a refugee prescribed under the United Nations law relating to the status of refugee 1951 and other protocols. Mr. David, in a video clip uploaded on his X handle, formerly known as Twitter, on 20th September 2023, claims that Nigeria's government was putting pressure on the Ghanaian government to revoke his refugee status and extradite him to Nigeria. In the 16-minute clip, the journalist accused President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of plotting a secret extradition against him for leaking confidential information about the president's personal life and for exposing the plan of ECOWAS to invade the Republic of Niger following the military coup in the country. He also claims Mr. Tinubu, who currently heads ECOWAS, was seeking to get him extradited to Nigeria because he, David, reported that the Nigerian president allegedly forged his academic certificate and engaged in drug trafficking back in the US. So I want to urge the Ghanaian president to resist the temptation to allow Nigerian president to push Ghana into breaking international law. David has said, I obviously don't need to mention that there is a law called the law of refugement, which forbids the illegal repatriation of political refugee back to the country they fled from, where they are faced with persecution. But reacting in a letter dated 1st October 2023, the chairman of the GRB, Kenneth Afoko, told Mr. David that it was not true that the board of Ghanaian government was contracted by the Nigerian government on extraditing him to them. Mr. Foko, a professor and a lawyer, said the board decided to reach the journalist after considering his allegations in the video clip during the emergency meeting of the board members on 29th of September. For the avoidance of doubt, it is not within the contentment of the GRB to repatriate you to Nigeria. There is absolutely no need or reason for that. Your fear of being repatriated lacks the support of verification, and that is not well founded. The unproven allegation and defamation statement you made in your video against the sitting president of Nigeria from Ghanaian soil have strong political reformment and national security potential, implementing implementations and could endanger needless diplomatic row between our two sisters' countries. You are respectively urged to desist from conduct even as you freely practice your trade as a professional journalist in our country. So this is what is happening. The Ghanaian authority have said to David, we are not deporting you, okay? There is no plan of deportation. You are currently, the Ghanaian authority body said, you are safe, well-being refugee, asylum seeker in Ghana, and you are due to of notice, of some of the claim you made. The Ghanaian board, the GBR convened an emergency meeting on February 29, September 2023 to consider the issue raised in the video clip to determine what action, if any, may be warranted to further ensure that the GB fulfill its obligation towards you in accordance with domestic and international law. In keeping with the long-standing practice, the board and the UN Refugee Agency, the United Nations High Commission for Refugee, fully in attendance at the board meeting as an observer at the end of the deliberation. The board determined that it will imperative that you be informed as follow. 1. The board actioned currently in May 2022 when it recognized you as a refugee in Ghana. The board affirmed the correctness of that decision and stand by it. As a statutory body committed to practicing the advice and right of refugee and asylum seekers in Ghana, the GRB firmly react to the decision, recognize you as a refugee, notwithstanding the clear application of a deep, long-standing diplomatic relationship between Ghana and Nigeria. 3. In its decision-making process, the GRB is actually only by proper consideration enabling it to spread the carpet of welcome to all deserving of refuge and seeking asylum protection without regard to political or economic might of the country. 4. There is no reason, basis in fact or law for assertion that the GRB and by extension the government of Ghana has been contacted by the Nigerian authority request to have you repatriated to Nigeria. There is no such decision. 5. Further, for the avoidance of doubt, it is not in contempt of the GDPR to repatriate you to Nigeria. There is absolutely no need for that. Your fear lack verification and lack merit in what is going on currently. These unproven allegations, defamation statements you made in your video against the sitting president of Nigeria on Ghanaian son could have devastating effect. They are completely aware of any allegations, criminality that attributes to the Nigerian president. As a creature of statutes, the GRB acts within the four corners of the statutory mandate and in accordance with applicable international law. As a result, Ghana has not issued you a Ghanaian passport. The travel document in your possession is a United Nations refugee conveyed traveling document, not a Ghanaian passport. So the Ghana authority can write plenty letter to David say we not send you. Leave us a comment. God bless. Bye for now.